This is the first time in 3,000 years that humans have had such close contact with extraterrestrial civilization. Faced with the unknown race, the U.S. military took off without a reason. This shot not only shot through the chest of an alien, but also brought the end of the disaster to humans. It is said that there is a huge luminous sphere in front of it. A black giant with a height of 100 meters slowly walks out of it. All electronic devices suddenly lost their function where his eyes swiped. Then a strong electromagnetic wave was emitted, causing all living things on the scene to lose their ability to move. Yujuo Hai looked at the giant step by step towards himself. I thought I was dead this time. But the alien lying in his arms suddenly spoke. I don't know what he said, but it seems that the giant has entered a standby mode for the time being. This gives the soldiers and researchers on the ground time to regain their mobility. Soon, the body of the alien was sent to Area 51 for dissection experiments. However, after the surgeon uncovered his skin layer by layer, he found that the creature wrapped in it was actually a living person. And this so-called person grows fast. In just 6 hours, he grew up to look like a 30-year-old human being. I think this person is familiar. Let's call him Nick. The Minister of Defense who received the news immediately came to the lab. He asked why Nick came to Earth. Why did he place a large number of luminous spheres around the world? Is that black giant a weapon that destroys humans? He asked a bunch of questions, but Nick said that he would only explain the purpose of coming to Earth when 5 common people, including China, were together. From the perspective of human development history, low-level civilizations will eventually be destroyed or enslaved by high-level civilizations. Obviously, this time the whole human race is going to be replaced by low-level civilization. As soon as this news came out, the global stock market plummeted. Residents near the light ball left one after another. The whole world is in a panic. In order to get the real purpose of Nick coming to Earth as soon as possible, the Minister of Defense decided to use a biochemical weapon developed in secret by the military. It only takes 1 drop. Even those who have been determined will tell the truth. Otherwise, they will die immediately. But Dr. Helen secretly converted it into biological saline a second before the injection. Did she fall in love with Nick? Unknowingly, the military still arranged a lie-detecting session for Nick as usual. There was only a nervous, yellow-haired test officer left in the room. He asked some unimportant questions as usual. There was no fluctuation in the lie-detecting device, but when it came to the question of whether the Earth would be destroyed, Nick turned his head. Suddenly, there was a strong current rushing through his whole body. When he woke up again, he must have been controlled by Nick. Through the clues he provided, Nick invaded the network and connected the Bluetooth headphones of the guards outside. He used a thought as a weapon. This paragraph is simply next. Nick wanders into the abyss of no one. He simply dreamed of the empire of hackers. He just walked out of Area 51 like this. After that, he looked at the security minister who monitored him. He was so angry that he ordered the Sky Eye reconnaissance system to be mobilized. He used all military resources to arrest Nick. However, before they came, Nick's chest bled for some reason. He fell to the ground at random. What is more surprising is that a glowing ball slowly rose from the sky of the battling Great Wall. And at this time, the Egyptian pyramid, which is 7,500 kilometers away, also showed the same strange scene. Not only that, but also one size of light balls appeared almost at the same time all over the world. At first, many people started to destroy them out of fear. But the more strange scene happened at random. Animals from all over the world, such as crocodiles in the desert, fish in the sea, in short, all animals other than humans voluntarily entered those light balls. This strange phenomenon was soon discovered by the U.S. military. They sent the most advanced harvester drone to bomb the light ball. Unexpectedly, the black giant in front of the light ball woke up. He shot multiple laser beams in his eyes, not only accurately intercepted the missile, but also shot on the drone. It can even control the path they fly at will. Obviously, human weapons are not easy to hit in the face of alien technology. Just when humans thought they were lost, the heroine, Helen, found the alien, Nick, hidden in the crowd. 2 days ago, when she was doing a decoupling experiment in Area 51, Helen secretly took a bottle of Nick's biological engineering outerwear that was attached to her body at that time. Unexpectedly, this prototype actually has a magical healing effect on the wound. Bill and Nick found the same disguised alien companion. They asked if humans still have the value of salvation. They only have the will and refuse to change. I will start the program as soon as possible. Let's get ready to leave. It seems that only the death of humans can save the Earth. After evaluation, Nick decided to start the ultimate destructive weapon. Then he came to the depths of the jungle and summoned the light ball in the lake. At the moment when he touched the ball with his hands, all the balls in the world were activated. They carried almost all species of animals on the Earth flying into space, just like Noah's Ark. And what humans are about to face is the great flood of the end of the day. The military also guessed that disaster was coming, but still decided to struggle to death. So the Minister of Defense ordered the black giant in Manhattan to be brought back to Area 51 in the hope of breaking the alien weapons. As a human, Helen also wanted to make the last effort. She brought Nick to Professor Whitehead, who won the Nobel Prize for his research on physics. The two seemed to have a connection when they met, and they also completed a very complicated life formula together. Here is the explanation of physics. It is that animals use the cost of lowering their own suitability to improve the behavior of other individuals. What is saddening is that now humans' serious extreme behavior has accelerated the pace of the death of the Earth. This was the case with Nick's planet at the beginning. But this extreme also made their race have an unprecedented evolution. When Dr. Whitehead heard this, he immediately thought that, since the Earth is about to die, why can't it help humans evolve? Nick was hesitating whether to help humans. The helicopter of the military outside the house has arrived. Of course, this level of weapon is as simple as killing a fly in front of Nick. At the same time, the military is preparing to use the diamond to drill a giant's body. What is unexpected is that the hardest diamond on the Earth is actually full of metal nanoparticles. They not only eat everything, but also reproduce at an amazing speed. Just a complete diamond has already been cut off. When the researchers think about it, they are immediately stopped by the supervisor of the observatory. Because his clothes have been polluted by nanoparticles, there are many holes. The higher-ups don't care about the lives of the workers. They ordered to start the diamond to cut off the giant. However, with the fall of the researchers, a disaster followed. Soon, the metal frame around the giant began to melt slowly. Even the glass began to be cut off. It is estimated that the original place is not China. The frightened higher-ups quickly pressed the destruction switch. But the fierce fire didn't hurt the giant at all. Instead, it activated its attack mode. Only after the giant raised his hands, the body began to disintegrate into countless nanoparticles. When the higher-ups thought about it, they were told that the entire Area 51 had been blocked. No one can go out. At this time, the special forces have surrounded the outside. Even a fly can't fly over. With the sound of a huge steel door flying out of 100 meters away, a final battle between alien weapons and human technology began. All attacks hit the target, but each shot makes the insect stronger. The result is that the special forces are unable to survive. Where the alien weapons come from, everything is devoured, and the number has been increasing. The final breath of death envelops the whole city. Heilun holds his son to welcome the last happy moment of his life. Seeing all this, maybe it's because Nick is now born in the human body. It seems that he feels that there is another side to be saved. Nick decides to try again at the end. There's another side. I feel it now. Can he succeed in the end? He himself doesn't know. The insect that holds the sky. Nick walks toward the last light ball step by step. Like most movies, the protagonist finally completed the impossible task. Nick successfully shut down the destruction program. The random metal nanite insect lost its vitality. But at the same time, all the industrialized machines on the Earth lost their function. Everything seems to have been pressed the pause button. Although this is a sci-fi film, maybe there will never be an alien nanite insect to destroy the Earth. But if humans continue to destroy the ecological system of the Earth, who can guarantee that another disaster will not come?